Have you ever wondered what happens to your body at the cellular level when you get injured? What processes take place that trigger inflammation? Welcome to the fascinating world of cellular biology, where we'll be exploring the intricate processes of cell injury and inflammation. These topics may seem complex, but they're fundamental to understanding how our bodies react to damage and disease. Whether you're a curious mind or a medical professional, gaining insight into these mechanisms will enrich your knowledge and potentially guide your professional practice. So what's on the agenda? We'll start by defining cell injury. This is a broad term covering any disruption to a cell's normal function, whether due to physical trauma, exposure to harmful substances, or genetic changes. Understanding cell injury is crucial in many areas of medicine, from diagnosing illnesses to developing effective treatments. Next, we'll delve into the mechanisms of cell injury. This is where we see how different types of damage can affect cells, leading to diverse responses. Some cells may adapt and survive, while others may die, leading to tissue damage. This is the crux of many diseases and the main reason why we experience symptoms when we're unwell. Afterwards, we'll discuss inflammation. This is the body's response to cell injury, aiming to remove harmful substances and initiate the healing process. It's a complex and fascinating process that involves various cell types and biochemical reactions. Finally, we'll explore the mechanisms of inflammation. This will give us a glimpse into how our body orchestrates this response, with numerous cells and molecules working together to protect us. Our journey into the microscopic world of our body's cells is just beginning. We'll be breaking down complex concepts into understandable nuggets of information, making this an accessible and engaging journey for all. So buckle up as we delve into the microscopic world of our body's cells. First, we must understand what we mean by cell injury. In the simplest terms, cell injury is the cellular response to adverse conditions that disrupt the normal functioning of the cell. Imagine your cells as tiny, bustling cities. They're always busy performing their specific tasks to keep your body running smoothly. But what happens when these cities face a crisis? Just like a city facing a natural disaster, cells can become injured when they encounter harmful conditions. Now, the types of cell injury are numerous and can be categorized mainly into 4 types: physical, chemical, infectious agents, and immune reactions. Let's dive a bit deeper into each. Physical injury to cells can happen due to various factors like mechanical trauma, extreme temperatures, or changes in atmospheric pressure. It's like a tornado ripping through our city, causing havoc and destruction. Next, we have chemical injury. This occurs when cells are exposed to toxic substances. These could be anything from harmful substances in the environment to certain medications or even some of the foods we consume. It's akin to a city's water supply becoming contaminated, leading to widespread illness. Infectious agents such as viruses, bacteria, and parasites can also cause cell injury. They invade our cellular cities like unwelcome guests, causing chaos and disrupting the normal functioning of the cell. Lastly, we have immune reactions. Sometimes our body's own immune system can mistakenly attack healthy cells, causing injury. It's like the city's police force mistakenly targeting its own citizens. It's important to note that these categories often overlap, and a single adverse condition can cause multiple types of cell injury. In essence, cell injury is the response of cells to adverse conditions and is the first step in many diseases. Understanding cell injury is crucial because it forms the basis for understanding how diseases develop and, more importantly, how we can prevent or treat them. So stick with us as we delve deeper into this fascinating topic. Now that we know what cell injury is, let's explore how it happens. There are various mechanisms that can lead to cell injury. Today, we'll delve into a few of them: oxidative stress, loss of ATP, mitochondrial damage, and disruption of membrane integrity. Let's start with oxidative stress. It's a condition that occurs when there's an imbalance between the production of reactive oxygen species, which are potentially harmful, and the body's ability to swiftly detoxify these reactive intermediates or repair the damage they cause. Over time, oxidative stress can lead to cell injury and, in turn, a variety of diseases. Next on our list is the loss of ATP. ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is often referred to as the energy currency of the cell. It's crucial for maintaining the cell's metabolism. When a cell loses ATP, it can't carry out essential functions, leading to cell damage and eventually cell death. Now, let's talk about mitochondrial damage. Mitochondria are known as the powerhouses of the cell, generating most of the cell's supply of ATP. Damage to the mitochondria can disrupt this energy supply, leading to cell injury. This damage can be caused by various factors, including oxidative stress and toxins. Lastly, we have the disruption of membrane integrity. The membrane is like a gatekeeper for the cell, controlling what goes in and out. If the membrane's integrity is compromised, unwanted substances can enter the cell and essential components can leak out, both of which can result in cell injury. These mechanisms disrupt the normal functioning of cells, leading to injury. It's important to note that these are not the only mechanisms of cell injury, but understanding these fundamental processes gives us a strong foundation for further exploration into the intricate world of cellular health and disease. Remember, each cell in our body plays a vital role in our overall health. So understanding how they can get injured helps us better comprehend the bigger picture of human health. Now, let's shift our focus to inflammation. Inflammation, as complex as the word may sound, is simply a fundamental response of our bodies to protect itself. It's like a built-in alarm system that springs into action when our bodies perceive anything harmful or irritating. When you think about inflammation, picture this: a fireman rushing to extinguish a fire. That's right, inflammation is the body's fire extinguisher, aiming to keep damage to a minimum and start the healing process. So, what exactly happens during inflammation? Well, the body increases blood flow to the affected area. This is the body's way of delivering more nutrients and immune cells to fight off the harmful substances and initiate repair. Think of it as a battlefield where our body's soldiers, the white blood cells, are sent to fight off the invaders and fix the damage. Now, this increased blood flow and cellular activity can lead to some telltale signs of inflammation. These signs are often remembered by the acronym PRISH: pain, redness, immobility or loss of function, swelling and heat. Pain is usually the first sign you'll notice, caused by the release of chemicals from the white blood cells that stimulate nerve endings. Redness and heat are due to the increased blood flow, while swelling happens because the small blood vessels in the area expand to allow more immune cells to reach the site. And finally, the loss of function is a result of the pain and swelling, making it difficult to use the inflamed area. But remember, inflammation isn't always a bad guy. It's a necessary process for our bodies to heal and recover. However, when inflammation becomes chronic, it can lead to various health problems. So it's a balance that our bodies constantly strive to maintain. Inflammation, in simple terms, is the body's response to cell injury. It's a complex and fascinating process that shows just how incredible our bodies are at protecting and healing themselves. Just like cell injury, inflammation too has its own mechanisms. To understand inflammation, we need to delve into the nitty-gritty of its processes. Let's start with vasodilation. This is when our blood vessels widen, allowing a larger volume of blood to reach the affected area. It's like opening up a highway for a rush of cars, or in this case, immune cells and nutrients. Next up, we have increased permeability. This is when the walls of our blood vessels become more porous, allowing substances like antibodies and white blood cells to seep out and enter the inflamed tissue. It's like opening the gates for the soldiers to march into the battlefield. Lastly, there's leukocyte migration. This is when white blood cells, our body's primary defense, move towards the site of injury or infection, like knights rushing to protect their kingdom. These mechanisms allow the body to protect itself and begin the healing process. So, We've taken a microscopic journey through cell injury and inflammation. We've explored the intricacies of cell damage, delving into the factors that cause it and the mechanisms by which it happens. We've also examined inflammation, the complex biological response to harmful stimuli, and its various pathways. These concepts are not just fascinating for their own sake, but they're also crucial for anyone stepping into the field of medicine or simply for those enthralled by the marvels of human biology. Understanding cell injury and inflammation is like gaining a key to unlock a deeper comprehension of many diseases and conditions that affect us. Let's keep this journey of discovery going, because it's not just about gaining knowledge, it's about empowering ourselves to make sense of the world within us. Remember, knowledge is power. Subscribe for more, because you won't find me later. Keep learning, keep growing.